Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear joins me now, and I'm really sorry you and your constituents are going through this again. Where do things stand, Governor, and is it possible the death toll could still grow?
It's tough. This was an F3 and maybe even an F4 tornado that hit Somerset, took one life, mainly hit a commercial area, and then tore through two subdivisions and the airport in London, Kentucky. Where it hit directly, there's nothing left of the homes but a 2-foot pile of rubble. We think we have our arms around the current death toll, which sits at 19. We still have 3 individuals in critical condition, and we are praying for their recovery. We have about 800 people we're sheltering right now. Thankfully, no more missing people. But there is a lot of work to do ahead. And if this wasn't bad enough, with all the weather disasters we've had, with 3 major weather disasters this year, we've got tough weather coming in tonight, and then a significant severe storm coming in tomorrow, and it's going to hit some of the same places.
Yeah, I'm wondering what your forecasters are telling you specifically, but also I've covered my share of tornadoes. I've never seen anything like the pictures I'm seeing out of your state right now. And it sounds like a question maybe better left to a scientist, but what is going on, Governor?
Well, sadly, I have seen tornadoes like this. The ones in 2021 that ripped through Mayfield in my dad's hometown of Dawson Springs. We lost 81 in that one. This weather system just as traumatic for every family that lost an individual. But this is our 14th, I believe, federally declared weather disaster in the last 5.5 years. We keep getting hit over and over. And as much as we could get caught up in that, our job is to be there for our people. We already have recovery efforts underway. We've got both immediate housing, and we've got some partnerships we're going to announce to help people get through the week. We've got a travel trailer program we're going to set up in a nearby park to help people really through the months and even the next year. We've got our groups on site right now surveying the damage so we can apply for a major disaster declaration from the president and hopefully get direct FEMA assistance to our people. You know, I can't tell you the why we keep getting hit over and over, but I can tell you we are strong people. We get up time and time again. And a big part of that is the rest of the world, and especially the rest of the country, shows up to help us out.
And I know you've been complimentary of that. You've been complimentary of FEMA. The fact also is that FEMA's programs built to help recover from damage, to help survivors, has been cut pretty significantly. How confident are you that the financial help you need will be there?
Well, I'm very concerned about the future of FEMA, very concerned about the future of the National Weather Service, which tells us about these in advance. But I do want to reiterate that our current reality is that the president has approved our requests from the last 2 major disaster declarations. And their FEMA operation on the ground is one of the best I've seen. And that's why I think it needs to continue. Now, they're doing a good job of helping people when they've been knocked down, and without the federal government in partnership with the state government, they're not going to be able to get back up at least as fast as we do. And if you think about these disasters happening more and more and more often, what could be a more sacred role for government than first protecting its people by letting them know when this is going to happen, and second, being there for them in the most difficult of days when they've lost everything, maybe even people they love, and saying, we are going to help you rebuild.
So let's talk about the speed of recovery, Governor. I know you have shared information about how people in Kentucky can apply for federal assistance, but our local TV affiliate there reports that weeks after April's major flooding, some communities are still waiting for the federal money to come to them. So do you have a sense of how long people might have to wait for relief from this disaster?
Yeah, April's disaster and February's. We flooded massively in February and in April were really widespread, especially April hit the entire state. And so what we have to do is have enough damage in each county, not just that happened, but that we have documented to provide to the federal government. We've had 2 rounds come through and get approved. We have a 3rd round in there, and the federal government is taking a decent amount of time. but they are ultimately approving the requests with a couple of minor exceptions. This one is very localized. This one is primarily in about 4 to 5 counties with the massive damage in 2 to 3. So we've got more than 10 teams in one county alone doing the evaluation today. So we think that the initial applications can be in this week, but we're looking at a matter of weeks, we hope, before we can get a decision, and hopefully FEMA folks who are already on the ground. We just need to move them from a natural disaster 3 months ago to ultimately opening a recovery center for this one. That's how hard we've been hammered, but hopefully we can take the fact that we've got FEMA people on the ground right now and provide faster services for our people.
Well, we hope along with you for a fast recovery, and certainly we know that weather forecasts can prove not accurate. We hope it's not accurate, that you get hit again in the coming hours and days. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, thank you at this very busy time for taking time to talk to us.
Thank you for telling our story.